Hi, East Texas. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. We are tracking a chance for severe weather for Thursday and Thursday night. When I say chance of severe weather, it's looking more and more like it's going to happen. The setup is certainly there. We don't have a particularly, let's call it, compact, strong upper level low pressure area. But what we have is a very large storm system with the center, the strongest portion of the storm, up over southern Canada, and then a little lobe of energy that will move through East Texas tomorrow, and a secondary little lobe of energy that will move through Friday. And so this little lobe here, as it comes through in the afternoon, enhances the wind flow at about 18,000 feet off the surface to about 22,000 feet. This is what you're looking at here, what we call a 500 millibar winds. So that, again, is about halfway up through the atmosphere. You'll notice how the winds are very strong, flowing right over East Texas. So think about this. At the surface, the Earth's surface, the friction, slows the winds down. We go up about 5,000 feet, and of course we start to see some wind speeds in the order of about 35 to 60 miles an hour. Then we come up above that, we get up here to about 22,000 feet, and these winds are blowing in here roughly at about 80 to 100 miles an hour. So we call that speed shear. And if you have speed shear, you can get the winds to start turning. And if the winds can start turning, you can get stronger thunderstorms that begin to also rotate. If the thunderstorms are rotating, then they've typically got stronger updrafts. That does a couple of things. One, it supports large hail. Two, it can promote tornado development. So this setup here, with the type of wind fields we have over East Texas tomorrow, Thursday's storm should bring severe weather to our area. Right now, we have an enhanced risk from southern Oklahoma through North Texas, all the way into North and East Texas, and then up into the Arklatex. That's the enhanced risk here in the orange. The yellow risk is a slight risk. The green is a marginal risk. We'll zoom in here and give you the details of what that means. So when you have a marginal risk, that's usually isolated thunderstorms with winds between 40 and 60 miles an hour, and occasionally a quarter-sized hailstone. We had that last week. You'll recall a couple of stronger wind gusts across the area. I think in Rusk County was one of those places that experienced that. Cherokee County had a couple of stronger wind gusts last week. 2 weeks ago, we had that moderate risk of severe weather. Well, today, or tomorrow, I should say, we are going to have an enhanced risk of storms here from Tyler to Longview up to Jefferson, Athens, Canton, Emory, Gilmer, and Mount Pleasant. That means numerous severe thunderstorms are possible, large hail in excess of 2 inches in diameter, so ping pong ball sized and bigger, maybe up to golf ball sized, and tornadoes are possible. Surrounding that marginal, or enhanced risk, I should say, of severe weather is a slight risk of severe weather. So that's anything that you see in yellow. So that includes Crockett, Nacogdoches, Lufkin, Center, Carthage, Henderson, Jacksonville. That means scattered severe thunderstorms are possible. Some of those can be intense. And again, large hail is also possible there, up to about 2 inches in diameter. All right, and then you get down to that enhanced risk with that numerous severe thunderstorm possibility and the large hail. All right, so let's take a look at the tornado threat for tomorrow. In the green, that's very low. Typically, when they assign a numerical data to that, it's about 2%. When you get into this light brown shaded area, that's a 5% or low risk. 5%, still a chance. All right, even though that might be low, that's a little bit higher than 0, right? So there's a chance for a tornado spit up tomorrow. Then we look at the severe wind gust risk outlook. So we're talking about winds in excess of 58 miles an hour. And the threat here is enhanced from the Arklatex back along Interstate 20 through Longview, Tyler, back to Athens, Canton, and westward to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Surrounding that is an elevated risk for severe wind gusts, and that encompasses Carthage, Center, St. Augustine, Lufkin, Nacogdoches, Crockett, and Groveton. So most of East Texas. On top of that, especially over the Dallas-Fort Worth area, there is an enhanced risk for large hail, and in some instances, this could be very large hail. Sometimes we refer to this as gorilla hail. There could be big hailstones out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Elevated large hail risk here across East Texas, including Tyler, Jacksonville, Nacogdoches, Henderson, Carthage, and Marshall. And then outside of that, mostly over extreme deep East Texas and Louisiana, you get into a lower risk for hail. All right, here's future SkyCast. I'm going to start this Thursday morning. So Tomorrow morning, 3 a.m., not much going on. In the morning, a few scattered showers. These should not be severe as they move through. Could be a rumble of thunder, but showers move through. And then we get into what could become what we call supercells. So these very large thunderstorms that could be rotating. Remember, we talked about the possibility of having rotating updrafts. So supercells possible. Any one of these could be a tornado warning, could have some large hail in it. That passes between about 2 and 4, and then we get into that line of thunderstorms with a couple of cells out ahead of it that could be a tornado warning. This is 11 o'clock Thursday night with this line coming through here. And so as that line moves through, along the leading edge of that line, you can get 60, 70 mile-an-hour winds. That spreads all the way to the Gulf Coast by Friday morning. Remember I talked about that third little wave of energy? That rides into the area Friday morning up until about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. As it does, it brings us another chance for some rain showers until late morning Friday. Then the winds turn to the north, the sky clears, the air dries, and we end up with some very chilly air here Friday. In fact, by Saturday morning, we're going to fall into the 30s. We'll see 30s again Sunday morning and likely 30s again on Monday morning. So hour by hour forecast for Thursday then, 9 a.m. showers, 10 a.m. scattered showers, thunderstorms. We're up to 64 at 11 a.m. with scattered thunderstorms. Noon, it looks like we start to talk about widespread thunderstorms. The rain chance or thunderstorm chance is up to a 60% chance. That continues as a 80% chance at 1 p.m., a 90% chance at 2 o'clock, and a 100% chance by the middle part of the afternoon. If you're looking at high temperatures, likely in the 60s in our northern counties. That means Titus County, that means Franklin and Morris County around 67, Camp County around 67 degrees, over toward Cass County, upper 60s, around 68 degrees. Upshur County, Gilmer 68, Wood County, Mineola, Quitman 70 degrees, Canton 70, out in Henderson County close to 70, Smith and Gregg County into the lower 70s, Rusk County around 71. Thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon in Jacksonville with a high close to 70, and Carthage also close to 70 degrees. Over deep East Texas, it's more of the same. Temperatures will be in the lower 70s. Sabine County and Hemphill might have the warmest spot, up to 74 degrees with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Here's the Bill Scott White Texas by Jewett Hospital 10-day forecast. So 71 with a 100% chance for rain and thunderstorms tomorrow with severe weather possible. Scattered showers for St. Patrick's Day. And look how much cooler. 50 degrees for the high, 57 on Saturday. Morning lows Saturday and Sunday, mid-30s. So some frost possible even into Monday morning when it's 34. And then we start to warm up. Spring begins on Monday. We're into the 70s by Wednesday. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus.